before Obamacare and that health coverage became mandatory, there was not the associative fee of if of fining a person if they didn't have it.
That I don't know.
You don't know. How long have you been in the insurance company?
That I won't be able to tell you, but at the moment I do not know if that was or has not been changed when the marketplace became. I don't know that question, so I wouldn't be able to answer that for you.
So you can't tell me how long you've been in the insurance business?
That I cannot tell you, ma'am.
Well, I don't understand why that's your privileged right while I'm being directed to go with an insurance provider in your organization that has left me with only a penalty. You yourself have already stipulated I cannot change my insurance now without a penalty of 2.5% of my income or $700. And the only way that I can change it is if I'm married, moved, had a child, or denied Medicaid or Medicare. I'm saying that your whole invitation is fictitious, as with your amelioration, okay? I get penalized for doing business with you malfeasantly while you hold the right to withhold information. Even your own transparency of how long have you been in the insurance company, because insurance business, because I'm asking you. You know, there was not a penalty before Obamacare, and that's only been a couple of years, before health insurance was mandatory. And you're saying, I don't know. And I'm like, so I'm calling you on your fiction. You're in the insurance business, and you seem to know less about it than I do, and I never had insurance until last year.
All right. Well, the only thing I can tell you, ma'am, is that's the fee for not having coverage. I can't tell you if it's I don't really know that question. So really, I can't answer that because I don't know the question. I don't know the answer to that question, so I won't be able to answer that for you.
I'm confused. So, what question are you saying you don't know the answer to the question?
Well, you were telling me that you didn't have a fee before this happened, so I don't really know if that was that or if it wasn't. So I don't really can answer you that because I don't know the answer to that question.
I'm confused about what you're stating. What are you just stating? You don't know your business.
No, what I'm trying to tell you is I don't know the answer to the question that you were asking me.
About your business.
That is correct.
So I'm simply simplifying it for you. You don't know your business. And the person before that where I wouldn't have changed my insurance without their suggestion, probably, odds are, didn't know their insurance business either. Now you've got your underwriters for who's a specialist, who's not as a doctor, for you to follow their plan that you planted your hyphenated head in, and you got your underwriters, overwriters, and your carriers of your product. And for me, it has only awarded me and rewarded me a penalty for listening. You give me the option, but it's malfeasant. It has no gesture in its origination or destination. Now I can change without penalty, or I've got to pad you for sitting there and not knowing your business. And you can politely gesticulate with an apology as your mistake and have your robot do the same thing on my pate and plate. Okay. And lat. Pat my lat. What the fuck? Jesus. Fuck. So there's no way for me to change my insurance after talking with you and your company you not knowing your business and the person before obviously not knowing it without penalty. Okay, it's not your penalty, it's my waste of time for consulting with you and having to. Okay, you get to sit pretty. You get to sit pretty with sustainability and think that you produce value for anyone, including yourself, to be accountable and present, speaking for the head of wealth. Lending its own nail, tooth the tail.
And is there anything else that I can assist you with today, ma'am?
Well, I was just wondering the same thing, okay? Is there anything that I can assist you with, or you just perceive my whole conversation unnecessary to your income?
So I'm just going to put you on a brief hold, ma'am, and I'll be right with you, okay?
Why would you put me on a hold? So you could come back when you feel like it. Likeyeit. You feel like it now? Jesus. I really enjoy spending my time this way. It's important to do because I got to figure this out because I get to get a colonoscopy. I think pretty sure this is the year, and I want it figured out. Who am I going through? So I don't get a funny bill when I know my income. That I can whittle this down, that I can get the care without paying Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
That plan unless you have a special enrollment period. Other than that, is there anything else that I can assist you with today?
I didn't hear you. Unless I had a special
enrollment period.
And that special enrollment period already defined. I have to have been married, moved, had a child, or denied Medicaid or Medicare. And no special enrollment period did you define that if you sent me in a false direction, that you would pay for that penalty yourself.
Right.
Yeah, I see that a big problem with your marketplace. I went with Harvard Pilgrim due to your suggestion, okay? And now you offer me the malfeasant option to rectify your misdirection while you sit there patting, okay, with my time, money, and energy, and you don't know your business. You give me the option of a fictitious enrollment period where I wouldn't be penalized. Okay, well, it has to be these things. Well, you need to include on it your own misdirection. Okay, you sent me there. I have to fucking pay for you while you sit pretty in your square of double bubble. Okay, hyphenated. We followed the plan. Well, you didn't really think about it and follow through even. Okay. You're taxing me while you're sitting pretty. Are you thinking you have a pate to repate, replate, repeat, replete, deplete, to lay it straight, and all you wear for grace is dig and rig and pip and prig height ignorance. You have ignorance, okay? And I get to wear that as my value of speaking to toy you would. Would the date. You're not even thinking about it. Not even damn straight.
And is there anything else that I can assist you with today, ma'am?
Is there anything else that I can elucidate for you to understand that you're not really creating value? And that you're actually in position to hold me to your accountability, which is tuned and toned doffed through you.
All right, ma'am, and is there anything else that I can assist you with today?
That's what I asked you. Are you assuming that my conversation is not worth hearing and follow through? Do you perceive that your work you're doing when you mislead me and only then provide me the accountability to be penalized by your own misleading, that you're creating a value and that your business is creating a value and that you're part of a business, an organization creating value, and that I should find value in what you call insurance with thieves that call it venerable to land debt again. For thinking of anyone as a value, including you, but curiously, when I speak to you, there's no accountability, okay? I get penalized for listening to you. You have nothing to offer. You don't even know your own business.
All right, ma'am, and I definitely understand your concern, like your anger with that.
I'm past anger. If you want to see anger, you can read about it online because I'm doing a video right now. Okay. This will be on YouTube. It'll eventually be on www.richroat.is. Okay, and I've already done one with Harvard Pilgrim. Doing another one today, diagramming the whole malfeasant waste of time from listening to you. Okay? Telling me what you are affording me, which is stupid. That's what I get to work with. I get tricked for listening to you that you have a value that you produced in the marketplace that caused me to stare that you were there when you're not and you don't care. Okay, only to find out that you don't know your business and you afford me a penalty for listening to you, misleading me in your value, and then now I get a penalty. You know, I'm saying you're sitting pretty in sustainability and you're not doing any real work. You're not carrying any real value of love and follow through, only the malfeasant love of shirk and jerk, okay? And you want to get back to work? She put me on hold. She wants to get back to work, right? Because her work is more important than mine. She's making money all the time in your tin, tine, and thine kind. Hyphenated, okay? Little Miss Dumbfounded? Little Miss Dumbfounded does not know how to build a darn thing. Little Miss Dumbfounded gets paid not to know, okay? So Little Miss Dumbfounded thinks that's her right as reason and desire in life even to bring awareness, GAW, guaranteed annual wage. Awareness. Heaven head? No. DOB, date of birth, you were not brave. You never had the choice. You weren't brave enough to think it through for yourself or with anyone else on the open line in the open market, bringing your own hind in your own time, okay? With your own face to wear it. Ford and forge, Jesus Christ's sake. God, I'm standing on Jesus Christ's snake. With the law, -t, okay? Get to the estate and the gestate and the gestate. Sate and state tends the ends to the malfeasant trend, okay? Trend and tend. Well, she thinks it's her right to put me perpetually on hold so she could go about her merry business, -t, to stud doft. Merrily happy, okay? She's also wearing my value to be happy. I have cause for it. You may not like my face, but I suggest you bring a different doffering, D-O-F-F, okay? And you might meet a merry eye, M-E-R-R-E-Y-E, from my merry memo, in case you thought M-E-R-R was part of an error, okay? You didn't write the value right here. To be honest, tone, hone, fair, tear, every foot. To be aware, to be the where. To be the taw, what you soak the tannins in the bark of the tree. The haw is the third eye of the nictating dog. It's the berry hedge of a bush. And TL, total loss. Law. Law with law, L, law of love with E8 at the time of completion. I provided, in fact, with faith that your religion, hyphenated to Tao with war, does not. You don't have the faith. So, I've got 26 minutes here. You can see the time that I wasted previously. Calling, so she put me on hold, right? We just call that resolution for no reason. Thief and I didn't know what I was doing when I pushed that button, but I know that secret, okay, the square is S-H-sh, headquarters is hyphenated. I gotta go listen to the hets that are hyphenated to make mean one eye, okay? So like properly yank their penis by fucking having it in my mouth and my fucking ear and up my ass and in any other orifice, okay? So I can speak trite. For myself. Oh my God. Given the options, I'd rather be me. With my fuzzy zinc tongue, okay, of trying to get rid of congestion, okay, and coughing. I would rather be me. Than to be a blight on humanity. My whole life. A standing time to feed lice. So I could get the tin and tine and thine and call it divine, divvy, hyphen, I-N, hyphen, E, dive, divvy, divine. You're not really providing the character. I mean, you could look at the terpenes and say, damn, that's, you know, it's difficult to look at. But you're not, your competition for no reason thief end is producing compartmentalized dysfunction. You fucking don't even know how to work together. And for what? Okay? Again, what if? What if I had X amount of money with X amount of time and I bought X amount of land and invited basic sparse means as a container for anyone that wants to produce a dwelling. And I'm pretty good at sussing out the best way to go ahead. But put it out there in a forum. How to build from the ground up, okay? In a community endeavor of connection, of real connection, not R-EEL-DOFT, stupid, thiefend, again. You would have the opportunity for sparse and parse containment, food, and pitch your tent on the land, and we start building. Decide, we'll probably need some managers for different duties. Building, food, and that these can be mixed and rotated. Like, I'm going to do this now, but I'm going to do this. So what happens when you're changing hats? Well, it might be ideal to communicate where you're at. This is what we're doing now. This is what I find works. This is who we're ordering from. This is our recipes. Okay, if we're talking food preparation, would you like to be a cook? Or all right. So I worked in the food preparation, but now I want to go build a house. And when we sit and eat food together, because it's economical. In our gesture as our purpose of what we're building, we communicate. And what do you communicate? What worked and what didn't work? What you like, your aspirations, your happiness, your joking, whatever. You've got a container of good weather. W with HETHER. Okay? The value of switching hats in where the hats are earnest to the last, to tool the least as last, asked the site as the STE, the street, to the female saint that you would eat at. You as with he, as yourself, would eat at. You're getting off the grand illusion of high fashion, for no reason, thief and doft, okay, where you're changing hats, okay, and looks, but you're tooling an awareness by standing on doft to get rich, to get toft, and it's licentious because you're not existing for love, you're existing for lust. In lust we trust, we trust we're rusted, and your trust is the framework, we're trusted. The STD is hyphenated, okay, as your hive, okay, your dive and hive. In dim him insurance that you, sire, revived, red. Okay. Well, we re-add doff to get it black again. Okay. It's not good enough, you have no faith in your gesture, and you're selling false emotions. And speaking of which, you as a couple, hyphenated, co-up, the couple pled doffed and legged doffed, okay? DG, Degratio, thank God, your DG is hyphenated. You can see as a couple, you didn't do your work. I did. You can see as a couple that you fought each other because you read about the heir to be there right here, and he wasn't doing it, and then you weren't doing it for him, and he wasn't doing enough for you, and you know, and whatnot. But the point is that you didn't get married for love. You got married for lust. You are standing on doffed to toff for no reason. Your ego got hyphenated again, debt again. Okay, so I'm doing your work. You have not brought love as a couple in the marketplace. And there's options. The option is, there is a value in my parallax because we can see across. We can see SEE hyphen T hyphen HE hyphen. We can see that the het is hyphenated, okay? We can see that at the very least. Now, whether we keep the two as potential fiction, because no one's honestly lending or tending a nail, okay? Nail, lead, do. NAILEDEWE. Do with you. AD. Do with you. ID. EWEID. No one's lending, okay? So whether we keep my value as a curious fiction that we can see across what's currently in the hyphenated marketplace is fiction to toot and toss as sought, okay? That it can only sought a hyphenated zero, okay, to be brought, to be able to continue in the continuity that two Thebans started, okay, started the head, the star, stare, and started the head, that he would add dudes, do with you, hyphenated, to dow with wart again, to protect EWE, I say no. No, Doft is not protecting me. Doft is not aware to protect me, and Toft does not pay me to be his fair heir, okay? Toft, hyphenated, does not pay me to be his affair, okay? So we can say Toft does not care. Toft does not care unless he wants to right here, okay? So couple did not bring love in the marketplace. You have the option of follow through because you want to, and that means your EWE on that side that's been reflecting on me wants to. Make it more than fiction. What you get without follow through, and we stay at this working, staring homeostasis, you see that no one actually has the right to love or fuck, okay? So you can stay with that as long as you like. Like to be struck, like to be the truck, struck, and tuck, truck. Put some hyphens in that, and then you'll understand the predictable arrangement of the marketplace thief end. it can't ever bring the time even. It's not endowed with the right, okay, inherently, with the desire for it, okay? So the only way it can make traction when it gets tired of waiting for no reason, thiefin, is to go to war-t, okay? It's a predictable end that starts with the land, okay? What else? Let's see. Can't remember. Possibly looking at an appointment today. Yes. All right. So I thought I was going to do notes. I've kind of addressed some of them. I've done 2 videos today. I'm currently doing 1. Notes I didn't get to, and I have an appointment later, and I'm congested. I have to say, you're not helping me. And I have to say, particularly today, insurance is definitely not helping me, whether it's through the marketplace or its associates to date. Okay? Your underwriter, oh my God, of who's tier 1 and who's tier 2. Look, you're all just hedging the same hyphenated land to get through, okay? There's no real information that's transpiring by aspiring. T-O-D-E-W-E, to do with you. ID. What else? So, if you think I'm rude, just realize that that worker put me perpetually on hold while she continues to. Okay? She's leaving me with no one to talk to. You think I get frustrated being misled? And then you want to say it's not my right to swear in my head? Inside out, even? Let's see. So my choice is to keep my insurance or to have a penalty. Let's see. I got a colonoscopy early because my older sister died at 48. And I couldn't remember how or why, but I thought it had to do with her intestines, so my doctor scheduled it early, and I actually had polyps, and some of them were cancerous. So every 5 years, you know, theoretically, it's good to get, they say starting at 50 and then get a colonoscopy. Well, I got mine early, but it's been 5, this is going to be the 5th year, so I want to get on it, seeing how last time I tested as having the polyps. And I don't mind doing it now. Well, I'm not wholly active because I'm still trying to get my foot under me. And I haven't gone back to the gym. Wanting to, but I'm congested. So it kind of makes, you know, I'm kind of feel weak from not working out and then being under the weather. But it's not a fun process. You have to take stool softener and shit. So you have to take stuff that makes you shit excessively so you're clean as a whistle. So when they go put a little camera up your anus, okay, and get it into your intestine for a little look-see, okay? So if I remember, it was about a two-day process of not just taking laxatives, so you shit till you're like clean as a whistle, but then you don't like imbibe certain things like red juice. You don't eat certain things. So you're basically, what I recall, you know, you're kind of, to stay clean as a whistle, you don't eat, okay? And it's not really that fun, but knowing that this is going to be my 5th year, I wanted to get this done. What I didn't like last time is they put you out, which I guess you should be thankful for when they're sending a little camera and toolkit up your ass and into your intestines. You're not, you know, they give you gas, you're not there, you're not present. But then they have these curtained off rooms in a row. And I know it's in a row because I could hear the doctor opening the curtain and I could see a curtain next to me. So they're the room's made with curtains. And he's like talking to someone, hey, how are you? Your test results came back, you're fine. Next person, you're fine, you're fine, you're fine, you're fine. They come to me, and I saw the guy going in, who's next to me, big pork belly. All right, I live by the book. You have, and I'm like, oh, seriously? I know before he even says anything, really? You told the big fat fatty that he's fine? And everyone's fine, and you come to me and you tell me I fucking have polyps. I'm like, fuck, are you fucking shitting me? Because I live by the book. I don't even have fucking fun, -d, like that jackass did. Okay? He doesn't have polyps? You gotta be shitting me. I'm like, I don't even have fun. Okay? What the fuck? So, anyway, that's what I didn't like about it last time, is I live healthily, and I have polyps. What the fuck? And some of them are cancerous. Not funny. So, not considering who I get to think tone on all the time and to get no value back. I'm not trying to have magical thinking that my energy bubble is going to provide my health, because obviously I don't get to just speak to myself. Well, you know, I do. I'm trying to, and I'm understanding that's my safety to stay in that area, okay? At least I perceive it is. At least I perceive it is for the want of to. Internet's spotty. So I'll put this up here. I think it will. Allison Brie responds to James Franco's sexual harassment allegations. So, you know, people can comment. JJ said, so he is guilty because the girl said so? Question mark. And then Limited Infinity says, I'm trying to think of another crime that doesn't require evidence in order for the accusations to have unassailable weight. Well, you're all speaking from W with hyphen HE hyphen YE hyphen A hyphen in parentheses T with he ate at competition. Your origin is a crime, okay, for not wanting a relationship. And your law hyphen T assisted by your co-up, put some hyphens in that, couple pled and legged, and leg the legend, and led off, the ledge, pled and legged and pledge doffed, to get off, to get toffed, stupid, to get toffed. If you're married to someone rich, you're standing on doffed, stupid's test date. You are currently playing to stay in place. And it's spade, okay? You're dowling with war, -t, again. It gives doffed sustainability and security as a malfeasant, ill-equipped primary mover, he vain, okay? Incapable to land. And you're creating talent by ball lent. Well, it's not a tear real, okay? It's not a tear real, tooth, feel, feed, feel, or field, okay? What else? All right, I may have an appointment later today. I'm going to see what notes I can do. Talking on insurance? Oh, yeah, that just helped my congestion. My options are pay more for insurance. I'm going to try and see if I've got free Mercy healthcare with my primary care doctor until mid-February. So I'm going to see if I can't get my colonoscopy taken care of, because my new plan that I was misled on, I pay more a month and I have a copay, and I have to dumb down. They're telling me they're underwriters that write the plan and define who the tier are for certification, that my doctor's too specialized for their plan. So I'm like, I need to dumb down then. You're charging me more to dumb down and believe in you that doesn't know anything about your marketplace. Okay, when I ask you where, there wasn't a penalty before Obamacare, and now you're saying there's a penalty. Well, I don't know. I can't answer that. Well, how long have you been in your business? Well, I don't have to answer that. So it's your right to withhold information as weld your head to your memory cell. It's not my error. We are all irresponsible on my nail. Hyphen H hyphen D hyphen. You can see this is not going anywhere when you talk to anyone there, okay? And it's not meant to. It's my contention that you can reflect on my work, but you're not giving me real value. Why am I doing this work? It's to love, okay? Sustainably, even, do of. Perhaps it's a hard lesson in stalling. The more you stall malfeasantly without ever lending, with a ball, with the TB, tall and ball, the hinge, balling, BALLDH, the Lord, as the LH, the luteinizing hormone, the hinge to your guest state. It's leaving you with a choice. It's leaving you with a stark choice that you never had because you didn't bring it and you weren't it. okay? But we have a choice now. And the choice is to lend love to the honorable hand because you would have. Would H-A-L over L V-E. I-D, okay? Dow with W-C-A-R-E-Y-E-A-D, okay? You have that choice here with me, the creator of time, even, for completion. For and forked, fork, fort, T-H, you are conscious completion. Det again, where the ag is Jesus, and Jesus is marrying rich to share on the land to pursue, E-W-E-I-D. Rich, in theory, is married to Sharon, and his sister is Sue. To me, that's the stark computation of this equation, okay? Either you lend the value I have sought and have expressed, the value you two couldn't do because you really didn't have the faith to do it together. Okay? You weren't really in love together. For Sharon's honor, she has to give her own, she has to share on her own value of what she would do with you. But we can't do with you in follow through unless I get the value that is self-evident. To tush, should, and should hold, Dow with woo, would, wooed the date, okay? Debt to be the shareholder on my estate, gestate, guest state. The value of follow through for Sharon, you can say on one side it's a loss of her husband. Her maiden name is Huss, H-U-S-S. It's also my understanding that I found it somewhere in origin in German, that's house. I think if you look up the word husk, the shell, you'll find in origin that word is little house. What she loses, she gains. She gains the whole frame even. Det tooth, the each as say, as stayed, as paid, as laid. You laid, okay? The L, the love. And spade, okay? A-Y-E-I-D. You need to be the heir, okay? Or you don't get to play here. You get to go play there. Thief end, okay? To square. Double bubble, okay? Double bubble, blood oft. Thief end, dead again. To ask again, okay? To question on the tone. I'm saying thief end shouldn't be making a noise, and thief end shouldn't be speaking on my throne, obviously. Thief end can't afford it. Can't afford an honest dime as his own. Okay? Didn't sow, didn't own. Okay? The only way that thief end can keep continuity is keep sowing the sun and the so on with the Tao. Okay? To make no one accountable as his own. As asked his own tone. Okay? Thus a saying that with meta hyphenated that guns and war is necessary. If you're stupid and you honor speaking to stupid for, by, and with stupid as your screw, thief end, what other product out of your mouth are you going to produce? D hyphen E hyphen U hyphen S hyphen T hyphen D. As the deuce in the machine, you're speaking in time, directional to the lens, to care or not to, okay? So you always have someone in your stash, in your back, in black, meaning, well, he's speaking the right things. He's not bringing anyone innocent in his own reflection, okay? And I can show you that was by intention. Because if it were your intention, you'd have to step off of doff, stupid, to have your say. Okay? You have to stand on doff to go with war, and to pitch hit for owning a gun, to restore your soar, hyphenated as your core, and your score, and your cord, and hoard, hyphenated, red, okay? R-E-D, in the red, you re-add doffed again, all hyphenated, to down with wart again, okay? To have sustainable money to appear as a primary mover, but never by thinking it through, even to, for the want of, to, on your own, one-on-one, okay? I damn well think Doff Stupid knows how to position himself, even if it's the insurance company woman putting me on perpetual hold, okay, as her imp pass, okay, to be old. This hoe holds the Lord. It's hyphenated, and she led me there, okay? She can't restore order. She never valued it to be aware to begin with, right here, okay? And I'm losing my fictitious mind? You didn't care to begin with? And your little malfeasant motions of doing time for no reason thieving, and when you didn't get what you want, heaving, are my problem. You're avoiding doing business with me, okay, to make your merry mends, okay, more convincing with your audible train, okay, train and brain, TB, train doffed thiefing. What else? Your problem with looking like a stag, okay, frame and doft, stupid, to two tough thief end, you only have contrived independence as long as you maintain thief end. You can only look like a stag to toot and tag thief end, okay? You're not really a stag, you're R-E-E-L. You're really a stag, okay? And where EEL, that's a water snake, you know, water emotions. You're stupid, infant, and uninformed, and you honor that as your birthright to abort while you tort. T-B-O-R-T. Tush, shim him, and shamham, Mrs. Shamham. Okay, shame. Same amens, thief end. You know, be the value. You won't need to shame. Face AD. You won't need to shame. And you won't have to support malfeasance under you, but more importantly, over you. Instead of making me haul the whole Jesus buttload for no reward among you, Jude and glued, okay? You know, Jesus, what the fuck? I'm fortunate to have contrived an awareness of working with my own earnestness, okay? And I'm not talking about what I'm doing here, although that certainly fits the bill. I did it previously as an athlete, okay? But it gives me a special aperture into looking in and understanding what's missing in your word and world, okay? He aven. Duh. Okay. You're cautioned to move by the market pace, thief end. It's setting your pace and place, thief end. You think within compartmentalized redundancy, thief end, to maintain your grace that you would land only thief end, because you're not thinking or working for a reason. Even. So you're not brave, you do not have desire, you do not have faith, you do not consire or conspire, AD. And I have to say, what's your worth to me? You know, what is your worth? That you're trolling over me that I have to have insurance or I'm going to be penalized? And then I listen to you to find out where to better place myself with my current doctor, because I think that is wise to stay with a doctor I have history with. And then you give me the only option to penalize me, not for your mistake that you misled me. That's not an option. I have to pay $700 unless I was married, doffed by your underwriter. Oh, God help me with your same amens, thief end. Get your underwriter of your insurance company, any one of them, over here, okay? Over M-H-E-R-E, Medal of Honor, mere here, E-R-E, before A-D. Then I won't be a nag, okay? I won't have been prematurely set up to be a nag all my goddamn life, okay? You're speaking for the natted value, and you bring a wife that feeds, doth, sliced, liced, I-C-E-D, okay? You see the common era? You don't. You don't see ICE, you don't see the common era when you're standing on doft and when you're taking shortcuts. So one of the things, one part of the dialogue in when I'm in the lice clinic is oftentimes I will speak to people that have long hair, and I let them know what I'm going to do. I let them know that this isn't rocket science. I use a big comb first, so we stay friends. And while it's not rocket science, what I have learned is a value in getting rid of lice is you don't take shortcuts. The other thing, a good comb, a decent comb, okay? And a wet napkin. If I were to speak about the alliteration, the allegory of napkin and wet, I'm thinking it's what you go to sleep on, okay? Because you're still breathing the hydrogen that you heard, you spoke, and you read, okay? To form your next, to form and forum your next T-L-E-N-D. Debt to the tread, debt to the B-R-E-A-D, T-B-R-E-A-D. When I look at the women are upset with James Franco and even Aziz Ansari, well, they may be complaining about a bad date. That bad date should have never happened if you weren't thinking you were a stag by your own rep and reap, pate and plate that you brought no one, honestly, to date. So you shouldn't have been talking, you shouldn't have been making the move, okay? You shouldn't have been wasting the female's time to only get 2x2 with woo-d. Also, it seems that some of the women in James Franco's private arena, who are not celebrities, felt that he was taking shortcuts on them. So I get it. It's like Firestarter, the guy in the band that kissed me, came over to my apartment, wanted to fuck me, but we had a little conversation. You have a girlfriend? Oh, you have a girlfriend. I asked him that because I know a thing or two about the guys in the band, and wow, I really like that kiss a lot. In fact, so much, but it's such a bummer. It's an illusion of value. Ultimately, I'm going to send you on my way and just try and forget about that. But it did inspire some art where I thought it would make some linen napkins with graphic art that I went to his band website, and with him wearing a hat and glasses and sometimes a mustache and beard and whatever, would put his face with different accessories. And then I thought, you know what, I could use that as my product in the marketplace. And how I would market it is I'm eating spaghetti and it's sloppy and I'm getting stains on me, and I reach for one of those fire starter napkins and I wipe it and I stain it and throw it over my shoulder, fucking eat some more sloppy, make a mess, reach another napkin because I've got umpteen of them, wipe it, toss it, wipe it, stain his fucking face, toss it over my shoulder, and keep going. Ladies, would you like some of this to help at least with a little catharsis? Maybe I can make one in James Franco image, right? Maybe I can give you the option. I can go into linen napkin business making with, I could put your own designer mock-up, okay, line drawing of who you want it to represent. So you that want James Franco linens that you could just dirty, and you'll buy a bundle, so you can just stain them, throw over your shoulder, and keep going, right? And you could do your own advertisement. You can do, which is going to cause a stir for people to talk on you about it. Well, I really like it. The James Franco and the orange. The blue looks so nice in your interior. See, we're creating parts now, right? So, and can we have a tablecloth with that? Oh, yeah. I will give you even the honorable blessing of Target. I'll give you a Target practice, okay? It will come with its own, you can set it up in your own joint, okay? Get have a beer, then open your own business, okay? So we could do James Franco. Do you think anyone's going to want Harvey Weinstein? We can do an amalgam, okay? It looks like a dude. Yeah, it could be anyone, okay? Just buy it in a bundle, stain it, wipe it, throw it, keep going, show it in your apartment, matching your interior, an eye for decor, and then promoting on Facebook and social media that, hey, this is what I'm buying into. Even a name, I'm Amore. I got to collaborate in its design, and invite people to comment on that at any given time, okay? And source back to the product, who brought it, so that anyone else can order it. For the want Tophet.